Long have you waited? Neo and Todd activated. What a game. Nice to have you by my side, mate.
Likewise, very happy to be there, and we got a hype match coming up here between two players who I think are pretty closely matched against one another, but when they met in Meisterschaft, it wasn't so. You were casting this, I believe. What did you think of their previous match? Was it a once-in-a-lifetime thing between them? Because those were weird games, right? I feel like Kevin went Mastia one on the other isle, it didn't work, and then there was a tower rush. First of all, Last Refuge wasn't vetoed, and then he got rifled tower rush one base.
Yeah, that was really odd. I think Kevin can do a lot better. Of course, Leon is a strong player, but Kevin felt a little lost that day. I'm pretty sure it was just a day off. Here we see Kevin in full force. Once again, if you tune in late, both undefeated in the groups, both favored in these groups, and as you said, super evenly matched. It's kind of heartbreaking. Both are big fan favorites.
Yeah.
Kevin, of course, representing Rocket Beans, the big clan and community here in Germany. Leon, hometown boy. He's from Hamburg. He's from right here. I don't even know if he's sleeping here or at home. But yeah, hometown boy or Rocket Beans darling.
Me, if he wins.
Is it one of the last hopes for the human, eh?
Well, yeah. Yeah, that would be cool to get more humans, actually, because so far it's only Suck, pretty much.
And half a Starbuck, I guess.
Yeah, I think Starbuck only plays human against Elf. Right?
All right. Doesn't he play against human as well? Against orc as well?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows.
We'll find out.
We'll find out tomorrow. Let's focus on this one. Playing Ducks versus Rocket Beans, also a fierce rivalry in the German scene. I wonder what their shape is today. Both can be shaky at times, and it's a long day, man. These guys are grinding games since noon. It's like 9 hours of constant Warcraft. Who's in a better shape and who can pull their nerves together?
Yeah, we talked about the creep routes countering one another, you know, the builds countering one another as well. We see a Hunter Soul here already for Kevin, so perhaps thinking about doing some Mass Tier 1, which counters a straight expo very well. He must have scouted, so I kind of missed it in the start, but maybe he scouted the straight expo creep, and he's hoping that Leon will go for the straight. He's running over to try and kill some peasants. Leon played the mind game of, you might do that, so I'm just going to go one base instead. And now, whoa, Kevin, what is going on? He sacrificed his archers left and right.
This is absolutely horrible for Kevin. Leon is already on the way to tier 2. Kevin just blindly going into mass hunts for a push against an expansion, which is not there. So I think the build definitely favors Leon. I think the early game definitely favors Leon as well.
You know what this makes me think of? Like, you know this meme of like the person falling on a bike?
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, in StarCraft, the meme was like freaking Protoss.
Yeah.
And then here it's like, he's falling on the back and he's like freaking human. Like after he lost 2 archers like this in the middle, running them into the opponent's army. That was bad. It's like, this is weird. You don't expect that out of Kevin, but what time it is? Maybe getting a little late here, you know, like if he's been up since the morning.
My God, this is a total disaster. Engine of War down. Now starts the tech, but what even is there? Leon needs nothing else but an Archmage and a handful of footies. That's how you play human, Todd.
Honestly, if that happened against Chemico, if he lost 2 archers like this, Chemico would cancel tier 2 and tier 1 tower rush the guy.
Yeah. Oh boy, all that hype, and then it starts like this. But okay, Keeper has some mana again, and we all know how mighty the E button is for Kevin. The E for Entangle.
Maybe he needed a handicap. You know, maybe it wasn't on purpose, but he needed a handicap to, you know, feel awakened because he's got heart and community behind him in this one.
Exactly. Rocket Beans representing big here. I think they got an entire table of like 8 to 9 people, so it's really, really cool to see. And he finally gets his revenge with the power of Entangle. Leon, maybe a bit too aggressive?
Yeah, I think one more archer died here. I saw the just fallen, but I think he got the footman here for this one. Archmage 2.5, and he has like 2 small green camps near his base. He could at least do one of them with just militia here, Leon, so he's getting way closer to level 3 then. Kevin is, 2.6, okay, he got one more footy, not bad. Mount tanking second.
Oh, wow.
Perhaps the tower rush here in the works from Leon. But the thing is, sometimes Night Elves go Demon second, which would counter this mount tanking beautifully. So I wonder if Kevin is one of those guys that loves Demon.
Oh, for sure. We'll see about that. Mountain King could be very, very good in the late game with Clap, of course, against Bears and Stormbolt in general. But so far, all he needs is an Archmage. Rifle, Caster, Mountain King. So Leon, he's a player who likes the Beastmaster quite a bit when he wants to go for towers, but against Night Elf, maybe too easy to dispel.
I want to see the second hero. And I said he's one of those guys that loves Demon. I meant as second
Naga.
hero, because as first hero, he's never ever played it in his life. It's only been keepers.
Naga it is. Common choice, I guess.
Yeah, because like if the opponent's playing so aggressive and he's on a low unit count, Naga can be really good. He might force Town Polo here. That would be huge. Great block by Kevin. Hearts and community above sponsor and commerce. Oh, like, well, that's what it is, right?
Pretty much what it is.
Which means heart and community above sponsorships and commerce.
Like money, money wolf attitude, I guess. Yeah, but Kevin's making some bank recently, you know, second place Meisterschaft, now here so close to the World Series, where of course every participant gets prize money guaranteed. Archmage still in the world
He's become the very thing that he swore to destroy.
Exactly.
I can't wait to play against Kevin, not a teamless. Hearts and community in the chat.
Playing from a yacht. Oh boy. Dude, these heroes about to fall. Kind of lucky for Leon that he was able to hide there and not get entangled once again. On the right-hand side, we get more hero focus, I believe. I saw another Stormbolt. Okay, just an archer traded for a peasant, that's fine.
He did a good job carrying this army away with the mount tanking and whatever units were there as well. And it's actually not so bad to level the Archmage, because now he's going to get 3. And then from now on, he can start pulling back the Archmage from any camp he's creeping. Yeah, no Dispull here yet. Dispull.
Oh my. Is there more mana? No, needs 25 more mana. Kevin, very aggressive here. He wants level 3 so bad for more Treants or even better Entangle. So far, Kevin stays on tier 2. He's very short on resources. He can't play Mass Dryads for his rifles.
No, definitely not. He needs to take... I mean, if he does a very good job at killing the rifles quickly in the fight, he might feel like he's just so far behind that he can't tech maybe. This is what it might be, but there's already so many rifles. Oh my god, okay, I definitely can this game. I think there's almost no chance of that working, and it feels like Kevin's falling further and further behind.
I agree. Also, the next Magi goes to, oh my god, to Leon, and he gets a big mana potion. This is amazing. This is Stormbolt for days if he wants to. Kevin has a TP, of course. Naga a bit exposed, no staff yet. This is a lucky, lucky game for Leon, and yeah, he smells blood in the water. He wants that kill.
This is a good job by Kevin to engage like this, because every time that Leon turned and attacked Kevin with everything that he had, then the creeps in the back kind of sniped stuff. And I think they killed the priest as well here. So they did a lot of damage, but Town Polo is eventually forced, and Kevin is still not level 3. It's a disaster.
It's a disaster indeed. 8 minutes, 40 seconds, no tier 3, no level 3. No good thing comes in 3s, I guess.
Except food.
Well, yeah.
Food related. The Mauler! Oh my god, desperation.
Wow.
This Mauler is so garbage as well at this stage. Oh my god.
I mean, Stormbolt, a little bit of focus fire, and he's gone again.
And he feels like a lot of XP, he's like quite costly.
He probably smells a push coming and just wants to have stuff.
Yeah, the thing is, the push not coming. Leon, he's just creeping quite a bit. Getting a ton of experience, sick items.
Oh my god. That's your wet dream, mate. Archmage Claws, then more mana on the mountain.
Well, he did get a crystal ball, to be honest. But
he traded it for boots. It's not that bad.
My wet dream is realistic, I guess. At least, if there is the crystal ball in there, you know.
True. Finally, Keeper 3. So I guess, since there's little Dispel, Kevin has to shark around a little bit, trying to pick up units here and there, and just prolong the game as long as he can.
I think he sees this army and he must be thinking, okay, well, is he staying tier 2? Because, like, I can't just delay the fight if so, right? It's like, he could just keep creeping. He started +2 and adept training just now, so I think Leon's looking to delay the push further. And I like that, actually. Even getting, like, a scroll here would be amazing. Not having... It's kind of weird. He made 3 priests, then Dispel. It seems like this used to be the standard, but nowadays it's 2 priests.
Is he just dead? Yeah, gets another Fork Lightning out. Steph wasn't ready apparently, or didn't want to use it. This is a massive lack of damage, and this game is just a downward spiral from Kevin from start to finish. The community darling getting his ass whooped here.
Well, I guess the Mauler got saved.
Well, very, very important. Naga also level 2.
I think the keeper's dead.
It's a long time. Oh yeah, it's no TP! Can he get in raid? Can we get another big Leon body block? Oh, a bash!
You don't have Dispel yet. 2 seconds. 1. Dispel.
Okay, okay. I'm joining in. Dispels! There we go! And the Giants, man, they're just fodder for these rifles.
Yeah, Kevin makes it out of there alive, which in itself is a bit of a miracle. But yeah, with Naga deads, got the crystal ball himself, unfortunately. Leon in the driver's seat here.
Oh yeah, of a Formula 1 racing car, man. This is sick.
Well, that would be pretty dangerous.
I feel like Leon is playing really good. He doesn't play like he's affected by anything. Not
Dude,
the long
this
out.
guy practices every day against like Colorful, Cow, Happy, all these guys. Like, yeah, this is ridiculous. The mental fortitude required to do this. My stream would go off very quickly if I played at these hours, let me tell you.
Oh man, yeah. Leon is a grinder. And he drinks a lot of coffee, so maybe that helps too. Uh-oh, keeper. This is the last ditch effort, I guess. When Leon can come any close, this might be just game. 200 gold, keeper of GG, I guess. Naga's coming back, but she's not the carry, not at all. Neither are the Dryads. Level 4 Mountain King. It's a storm from start to finish for hometown hero Leon. GG.
He's still at double greater mana on the Mountain King. Like, this was not even close at all. And a great game here by Leon. He kind of tricked Kevin, I think. If you know that your opponent likes to go into like tier 1 to counter your straight expo, you can actually just do this kind of fake outs that he did, which Kevin, to be fair, realized quickly what was happening. But those 2 archers running into the human army, I mean, most humans play very defensive around their expo, right? If they're setting up expo, they're just sitting there, because if Leon had run to the center of the map and then Kevin ran past him, then it's a disaster, because then you start losing peasants very quickly. So this little mind game of creeping the expo directly and not taking it at all played beautifully in his favor. He killed 2 archers, lost nothing because the peasants had gone back home. And he teched so fast, like his tech was way ahead. Mountain King was almost out when the second hero of Kevin hadn't even started. So beautiful game plan by Leon, which perfectly paid off.
Yeah, I feel like Leon is very, very well prepared for Kevin, because this is basically what Kevin is always doing. I think he did it against you even, right, in Meisterschaft?
Yeah.
And you defended it. You defended it beautifully with a double Rex rifle. So it didn't work then. And I feel like he has a little bit of a mental block against springtime against humans. So I was really surprised to see it come through, because that's what he always does. And Leon knows Kevin for a long time. He expected this, had the perfect counter ready.
Yeah, that was really, really well done. I mean, every map is different, so now we go into a completely different scenario potentially. I mean, there are other maps where you can do this as well, like kind of fake the expansion, but now I think Kevin will want to be a little bit more careful. Maybe better with the Wisp Scouts. Then you would have seen that there is no expo. He wouldn't have had to run there. The counter, like if there is no expo, is probably to just try and creep small camps so he gets level 3 and then he entangles Leon to death after that.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely what you have to do. Maybe you lose too much time if you send the Wisp over. Not too sure. But man, Northern Isles is the map. Not the classic Human vs. Night Elf map, but Kevin seems to love it.
It's supposed to be one of the better maps for human. Like historically, that's where humans had like the better win rates. The standard on this map is actually to straight expo for human. Sometimes elves do the same. They can also go for the Tusker camp if they want to, but I think Kevin really likes to creep the expo straight away and take it, and then just kind of protect it. That's what he was doing lately as well. Yeah, when they met in Meisterschaft, though, he did play the Mass Tier 1, which Leon was completely ready for. This time he actually expanded, but he set up towers everywhere so much that he was like super safe, and then won the game from there. But yeah, this time we might have a way more standard game where both players expo. I want a 1-hour game, man. Oh, somewhere in this tournament, I want a 1-hour game. And not necessarily played by Edo, all right? Like other players will do.
Didn't you enjoy the long Edo games recently? Did you not? No?
Not the one I played against in Meisterschaft.
So I wonder if Kevin is just doing it again. That is also an opportunity, which he also displayed before, but that would be so one-dimensional. He saw now in Meisterschaft and also in Game 1 that Leon is ready for this and is scouting well for it. So I think he needs a different game plan, for sure, but he sticks with the keeper. That's a good thing. If he cleans up his early game, he definitely has a chance to turn this around.
Yeah, the altar placement of Leon tells us this is almost definitely a straight expansion creep here, unless you would want to do the small green at the top. There is not so much point of that on this map. Actually, I think initially humans were doing that because they were worried about Warden. Because like if you delay Expo and then the opponent goes Warden and creeps level 3, you're kind of in trouble. But not many players go Warden these days. It's mostly the Chinese Night Elves, which these guys are nuts. They're playing Demon Hunter, they're playing Warden, and they're crushing with both hero choices these days.
And Lawlion, of course, which we will hopefully see tomorrow in full display. Wisp is coming in for the detonate. That's a lot of damage on the Water Elemental, but no chance to do anything further here. And you were right, I guess, with Kevin at the south, creeping his natural as well. And Wisps are ready. 2-base human Night Elf, one of my favorite matchups.
Yeah, let's see if Kevin starts the Expo here momentarily. And item-wise, I don't really like the pair up so much. Like, I only like damage personally, and I think for both of them it should be the same. Like getting class +9 is just the absolute dream. So I wonder if they're gonna sell their items, try and get a little bit of extra damage. He had to get the creeps out of the way before he could start a tree, so he hasn't been able to start the tree here yet. And the Archmage is already there now.
Damn, Leon's movement is really crisp. Yeah, there's nothing you can do, basically. Not at that position. You can, of course, move the Wisp back and build it there, but then you have to walk it over. You lose even more time. With Leon being present here, Kevin knows, okay, you're already done with the camp. You already walked over. Damn, you're fast. I can't catch up with you. So now, once again, Kevin relies on the power of Entangle.
He needs to get rid of all these footies, and he's stacking. So he hasn't started the tree. That's interesting. I would have expected the tree to at least start first. But because Leon is so far forward, Kevin might be thinking, okay, I can tech now, then I can keep on killing footmen, and then I'll start the tree on location, so I don't have to move it after. So even though it's going to start a little later, because I won't have to move it, it still will be worth it after that. He might not even expand at all, also.
Yeah, let's see. This definitely buys him a very nice tier 2 hero timing with whatever the Tavern has to offer. And the Tavern has a lot to offer in this matchup. So, Kevin...
It's better to expose, so I think he's right definitely to throw that down. I think he should check out, he should creep a little bit to try and get level 3 and maybe check out the marketplace to sell this periapt and get some damage. But he wants to make sure he gets staff, I think, first.
Yeah,
harass peasants.
On maps with just one shop, it's so important to be there very, very fast. Leon's trying the same, or at least expecting it. But yeah, that is the staff pickup. And what's Kevin doing with these archers once again?
I thought he might want to go towards the main, then harass the expo a bit and staff in the main and kill stuff there. But no, I think he was just looking at whether there was some creeping going on.
Okay, not happening. Not at the Tuskas, not at the green. And now Entangle in full effect. And this is what happens to footmen without defend when they're getting caught by Entangle. This time Leon's deny works, so we prevent the level 3 keeper, who goes home now, takes a bath, and just rinse and repeat from here on out.
Are you a bath bomb kind of guy?
I am.
Lush?
You actually recommended some, and I bought them immediately, and they were superb.
Nice.
Yeah. A real influencer, to me at least.
Well, you know, hot weather these days, maybe gonna make those baths a little bit scarfer, but
man,
once in a while.
We just cracked 2,000 subs, so we got like 500 subs today, so I can bath for days
got bath
after this.
For days,
exactly.
Sentry Words, one of the better items actually to get at this stage too. Especially if you can like already use it before the opponent knows that you have it, then you're sure it's not going to be demined or removed out of the way. So maybe set one up in center now and then one more, a little bit more to the right. He already set one up. Keeps the other one for now.
And it is, and with that, that is the timing that we talked about. He needs levels, so I guess once the keeper's level 3, he goes roaming and continues to try to entangle and goes for treants. And oh man, heal wards on the panda for the creep phase. This is perfect.
Yeah, that's gonna make it so much easier to creep something big. Maybe the merchant immediately after. The keeper goes on the hunt. He actually has a bit of mana to work with here. Can get rid of some of these footies, be annoying. This is also like not so much about the kills as much as it is delaying the human army movement and his creeping.
Yeah, footmen can be dangerous against buildings, we all know that, but not against the keeper. Dude, entangle everywhere. Call the gardener.
There's no gardener that can help against this.
I wouldn't work on Northern Isles either, way too cold for that.
Fungus, man. Spreading everywhere.
Spreading everywhere. Nighttime is over soon, so the moon juice that's available now will be the last for quite a while. And then I guess the harass is supposed to stop. Oh, but there's a clarity. That's beautiful.
Oh, there is second racks.
Huh.
For oh, this is similar to my build. Against Kevin, I did this 2 racks, 2 sanctum, and then you just get a lot of footies defense, so it allows all of your lumber to go into double sanctum and casters. And then you break 50 kind of quick. And like, because you've gone for stuff that can produce quickly, like barracks and sanctums, instead of like, you know, getting like a workshop, which will take longer and require more lumber. You can just pump out units quickly and creep a lot, get scrolls, and then attack. And you can also contest the middle very well. But in this game, in this particular game here, the second hero is very delayed for Leon. He's also going for a Mountain King, which I don't understand. I don't think it's necessarily a very good choice here. And on the other side, we've got a Panda at 2.4 already. If your hero just started and your opponent is a Panda 2.4, you're not doing too well in the game.
Yeah, Kevin definitely with a strong comeback here on map 2. Was a little shaky in the very beginning at the Expo when he got harassed, but now everything seems crisp, everything is in time, everything is working out. Once again, the Keeper brings him back into the game. Next heal ward, more creeping, that's a level 3 Panda for sure, and then good luck with your barracks units.
That's some mana item, that's pretty good. You see Greater Mana is the best, but this is probably second best here on the Panda.
Especially when the Mountain King is moving forward. Oh, Keeper getting caught though. There is a staff, there's no bash, so he gets out, all calculated.
He was spraying too happy, who's next to him? Lord and Savior, who is the opponent? Give me a Greater Mana.
It's really weird, right? How we always find this great. I mean, there's just some players so lucky and some players not. It's unfair. Yeah. Life is unfair. Life is hard and unfair.
Definitely unfair.
So what do we got, Mountain King? We'll see it in the inventory soon.
He secures the scroll. That's very important, actually, because there is only one shop, as you mentioned, and also Kevin's the one with the Panda 3, so it feels like Kevin should have been the one headed to the shop.
Right.
Which, by the way, was only accessible uncrept because he used Moonstone. So the creeps were sleeping.
Ah.
So, Kevin, instead of getting caught and having to stuff, I think he's the one that should have gone for that, because now his push will be way stronger. Let's see, there's the scroll. Used instantly. Okay, so he forces it early at least. And this is a Panda 3, but it's close to the human base, which means the Popo is going to be coming in here with the militia. They're actually running past it. Okay, that guy is lost.
Why? That's, I don't know what these guys had for breakfast, but something was off. Okay, Town Portal 4's fuel scroll cost that was quite expensive. And Kevin continues to rise in levels. His tier 3 starts now. He's filthy rich. He has to, I don't know, macro up a little bit, get more items, has some lumber issues.
There should be a scroll available in the shop, I think, which is what Leon is aimed for. He knows against this Panda, like without scrolls, there is no point. He's just going to get smashed. Backpack on the way?
I didn't even know this exists for Night Elf. I mean, I saw it from Lawlight when he used it on Mountain Giants, exactly. But it's actually kind of nice, I guess.
That's for Orb, I think.
For Orb, maybe for second staff if you can afford it.
But
sick. Orb is so important, just like the fluid in the Mountain King.
Oh my god, he found flutes with mass rifles.
Oh boy. These Giants are not competitive against the rifles. The Panda doesn't connect. The first Stormbolt was really, really good. Let's see. Oh boy, that was a nice concave, but you gotta get out with that Panda. Staff is not available. Level 4 saves for a while. Needs the staff so fast. Oh my. That was a sick save. It was such an important save. He stays in this fight, not portaling out. Doesn't want to expose his Dryads too much. Rifle's getting picked apart by Entangle, and Kevin has to run now, or doesn't want to run now, to reconnect with the Panda, who's not healed up yet. Wonder if the Moonju situation is maybe a little dire and Leon gets a chance here.
Yeah, I think his Moonwells were near the Expo. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, he built them there because he was getting ready to defend the push that some players do, but Leon didn't go for there, so that's going to delay the healing. But yeah, he's back in there. And our Bears being pumped out. Leon sending workers towards the main here tells me maybe he wants to send them as militia now across the map because he has, you know, that many peasants.
Might have a timing working for him. Tier 3 is not done yet.
It looked like a Zerg swarm for a second.
He's calling everything. I mean, the police in Hamburg's quite famous for this is going to be a lot of arrests here. And this, oh my god, he forgot the bear upgrade. He doesn't have Reach.
Oh, wow,
he doesn't have Master. Kevin, you throw this game away.
Okay, it is Orb at least right now as tier 3 finishes. There it is. Okay, he buys it instantly. I think Leon will start some towers maybe to try and like force Kevin to engage into him. Okay, start Master, Kevin, if you want to have a chance in this game.
Yeah. Now, and there it goes. So
he did such a good job leveling his Panda, but like the macro-wise here, this is like kind of unacceptable that this was so delayed. And Leon has 69 supply against 65. His army is looking very scary. He's starting so many towers. Oh my god.
Okay, I mean, he has 9 peasants here. That's a lot of meat as well. And the towers, I mean, 1 or 2 of these towers will definitely come up, and Kevin barely has any range. The Panda can, of course, do a lot, but will he even be allowed into that position is the next question. All GNL best here. Easy pickings for Leon. Gets the first one into a staff. That means no staff available anymore. Panda! Oh my god, what a connection. He also has a mana potion and still the wand. So Panda has a lot of toys to work with.
Yeah, this true shot is so sick here for Leon, who gets level 3 now. He doesn't have any more mana for Stormbolt just yet. Panda being pulled back. He's going to get rejuved on top of him. He's still got a bunch of mana to work with. He still has both Wand of Mana Stealing and the mana potion here. Kevin, great engagement. He made so many archers and dryads, and they're working so well here for his army.
This is so good. Also, the Ring of Region working on the Panda was beautiful. Mountain King in a world of trouble. The spears are hitting the priest for the rescue. More dryads falling, but this is the Panda with more and more and more mana. He's just burning everything to a crisp, but can he also burn the towers?
Our keeper gets level 5 here, so there's going to be Entangle level 3 as well to work with. The towers are so far away as well. Like, he made them way far. Now he can start leapfrogging forward, but because that expansion is not under threat immediately, Kevin can just kind of delay the fights.
It's Treant's third, though. Treant 3.
What?
Yeah, this is will be countered by this build. There's a lot of mana still left. Detonates coming in. Okay, so maybe there's not a lot of mana left. Mountain King far forward again, being burned. Dragon Haste with the fire, slow effect, and the Panda gets the kill.
And he had the true shot.
Oh no! Despite boots, you can't run away from Dryads.
Archmage has no TP. He's stuck in a prison of his own making.
Right on. Who's stuck with whom? He built his own prison indeed. Bear again staffed out. Against the hero focus, he has a potion ready. Panda just in the middle of everything. Has a dodge chance, so he is quite tanky. Archmage versus Panda. Oh, that's another Breath of Fire level 5 as well. The Bears eat their Archmage alive, and we get a deciding game 3.
And, you know, that's what I was hoping for. I mean, I wanted a 1-hour game. Probably not going to get that. But 3-mapper here with players going back and forth. I feel a little bit one-sided in those games. Like, even though that was a little bit more contested than game 1, I'm hoping we get the closest game yet for map 3. And glad it goes to a map 3 as well. Like, because it was a bit worrying. You know, Kevin, he lost to Leon recently in Meisterschaft. He lost map 1 very hard. I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe like that's where he kind of crumbles mentally and throws it away. It would be very easy to do so, to just kind of give up. But no, he stayed strong in it, did what he had to do, got his keeper 3. Even against like this rush is so awkward by Leon because he got there so quick. Some players that, you know, don't like a certain matchup, everybody in Warcraft pretty much, like let's say doesn't like playing against human, he sees this, it would be so easy to think like, of course, the human gets there and I can't expand and he has expand going up at the same time.
Exactly.
And like that's when you tilt and you play bad. But no, he was like, no, I can just entangle him, delay the expo a little bit tech now, and he did that very well.
Yeah, the early tech switch was the key to his success, I guess, with the Panda being out. Items helped, of course, a lot, but was not the sole reason to victory, of course. Just enabled that fast Panda, and he played it really, really well. Also, never overcommitting, really. He cleaned up his mistakes from game 1. Yeah. Didn't send units into their own grave, basically.
Yeah, sure,
always nice. So, yeah, we're an even playing field now. Both won their respective picks, and now it's neutral territory. One more map, and if you're tuning in late, these guys are the favorites of their groups. They're undefeated in their groups. So whoever wins the series is probably competing in the World Series tomorrow against the best of the best.
What a reward, by the way. Like, you fight super hard through the open bracket, you make it to the group. It's like, yeah, you gotta play Happy, Hitman, and Foggy. I'm like, oh,
get me out of here.
I'll cast.
I'm going to the harbor. Yeah, can I cast? Can I get a casting fee? No. We want to see the best game. It's gonna be cool to see some styles clashes, and maybe these guys come up with some cheeses against the big boys. They're definitely capable of it.
Yeah, for sure. Kevin, I mean, it really depends on matchups as well. I feel like his versus Orc is so much stronger. That's where he's gonna be more confident. Unfortunately, you don't get to pick what matchups you have to play in tournaments, and very often you're gonna have to, you know, face the race opponent and matchup that you don't like too much, and that's his tricky one here. He has to earn that qualification into the groups.
Or use paypal.backtowarcraft.com and just send me a message.
Then you get only orcs in your group.
Oh man, Hitman is probably sitting somewhere praying, please Leon, win. I don't want more night elves in the group stage. Hates that matchup. It's quite tough as well. High stakes now. Who pulls their nerves together best? This is the one deciding map that's left between Kevin and Leon in this group. And it will all be decided on Tidehunters.
And it looks like we might have completely standard creep routes here with no straight expo. Very common on this map. This has become almost like the new Last Refuge as one of the most played maps in like a lot of matchups, where people just like have these standard builds that they just stick to. They don't do something crazy, something out of the ordinary. Like the creep routes are very set with what's best. Obviously the item drops are very important, but I really like that there is the marketplace. That's basically the most easily accessible than on most maps, because on Northern Isle is similar, right? It's in the center, but it feels a lot less accessible because you're usually already fighting very hard before you can go there. Whereas here, because of that creep route where they do the small orange first, then the expo, both of them, that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. Shortly after that, you have Nightfall, and then you can go to Marketplace and then spam those claws and circlets.
Okay, it's a lot about the item drops in the early game. When Tidehunters was introduced, I always felt like, how is Human dealing with Night Elf here, man? Their expansion is always getting ravaged. It's so hard to get up, even though this is the map where it's supposed to be the easiest, as long as you just look at the creep spot. And Humans always get wrecked, but they got so much better in defending their initial expansions. They also were influenced, I think, again by you, because we see a lot more denies since you kind of made it famous in Meisterschaft again.
I would never take credit.
But I give you credit, and you have to take it now, because I'm your boss at this event, and you obey.
I don't, actually. This is mutiny.
It is. Okay, good luck tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, that basically prevents Keeper level 3, or 2 at first, and then things are all a little easier.
Yeah, it's the same question as last game poses. Oh, he pulled it with the Wisp. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, same question as last game poses itself here. Does Kevin feel confident enough to start a tree on location? If Leon did what he did game 1, he's going to do it game 2 usually. He's going to run again with the Archmage and try and get a cancel on the greedy tree on location. Kevin, knowing that, could make the tree on the left side. And is that what he just did?
Yep.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's so smart, actually. Because Leon now gets there. He can't really go left, I think, to cancel the tree, can he?
I don't think so. He has to go through all the treants. Archers are coming in as reinforcements. These creeps are really not that scary. Archmage gets level 2, that's kind of fine, but he's also losing a footman in the process. Nice deny this time by Leon.
Leon's not expanding.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. He's going tier 2 again, just like on Springtime. Just in a very, very different scenario. Now he knows about this expansion, at least.
Yeah, when they faced in Meisterschaft on Last Refuge, he actually did a one-base push, but it was a very specific scenario where, like, Beastmaster is extremely strong, and it's so hard to play Expo against Expo on this map. For him to do this on this map, yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. On this map, you can actually Shadow Meld, but you can access the lab without waking up the creep, so if he had camped here, he could have made sure he got a kill on this Archer, but I think he anticipated there was the tree, and now he's trying to get a cancel.
Really like that Kevin has a Wisp ready. At least one. Not yet, not yet. Okay, now it's there, and he wants to make sure he gets the last hit, but Leon is right there, denying even more experience. Tree is at more than 70%, I guess. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Observer. So this is safe, because Leon is running out of forces, also has no mana anymore.
Oh, and he gets another deny, and that's with a ring as well. This man does not care.
Yeah, Leon got really, really good at these micro moves, like surround, like denies. He always has the timing down. Okay, but for Kevin, it's still a win, because that Expo is still up. But he has to weather the next storm. That's tier 2 human.
I think Kevin could have done a better job making sure he gets the last hits, like, you know, double effect some of the attacks. Because he would be right now like 2.5 or 2.6 already if that happens. And the tree is going to be attacked.
Oh, again. Leon really aggressive. I mean, he still has a town portal, so why not? He's in transit now. It's only heavy armor. It's
oh my god,
extra damage.
He's getting +1 already.
Wow. What's that an indicator for? Very, very early push?
Yeah, just he's gonna go rifles. I guess he had the spare golds. Maybe didn't micro so well for a moment.
Right. Expo in transit now. Can't root over water, but can be repaired. That's something Kevin does really nicely. Only 30 pop though, and the tech just started at the 5-minute mark.
He goes mount tanking as well still.
Wow, isn't that slowing him down quite a bit?
Yeah, there is so much pressure on Leon. I think this game is all in pretty much because of the Kevin's Expo. I don't think Leon could ever expo from there. So basically, maybe he's going to creep a little bit now, but he has to find the timing very soon where he attacks. And because Keeper is already level 3, now Kevin knows that against a one-base human here, you just go forward. You just entangle him as much as you can before priests get there, because then when they do, there's going to be the...
Dispel.
There you go. Dispel.
Yeah, yes, okay. We'll see. Long rifles are coming, and things are heating up. A little bit of a calm phase. Kevin is checking for an expansion. Like, just, are you really not doing this? Is there something available here? Am I right with my assumption that this is just 2-base? 1-base against my 2-base? So now he knows that something is coming his way. And he's got to get ready. I think he's almost ready already with the Moonwell there. Tech is almost done. He's close to the middle, can go for this camp and then drop back to the tavern. I feel like this is looking better and better for Kevin. Goes for strength of the moon upgrade because he's playing Mass Archer with Scroll of the Beast and the first attack upgrade. Goes into a second engine of war. He's playing Mass Archers and Orbs.
Well,
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, or he might just... I don't know how long he will stay tier 2 here. If it's a one-base human pushing you, you should just stay tier 2, I think. Just spam archers.
Is that enough against the Mountain King? Aren't they sniped when he's on a higher level?
Well, he's gonna get entangled and absolutely smacked, so...
Alright.
And he got Scroll of the Beast.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick, man. This is gonna be real sick. Kevin, low supply game so far. Naga, of course, will slow down the Mountain King a little bit. Will the Scroll of the Beast be popped? I think Kevin's army is in a wonky place. Level 2 gets a priest, that's impressive. But 2 archers also falling because the Mountain King spells are really, really nice. He has a limited amount of them, but everyone should result in a kill.
There's still a bunch of bolts here. Might force Town Polo on the Naga. Wait, use the Scroll of the Beast for 4 archers and what? That's bad.
That's really odd indeed. Gets a heal scroll, can't keep that alive. So whatever he wanted initially with these mass archers, not going to work anymore. Scroll of the Beast is also a waste. Leon called the Popo, so the middle of the map should be his. Oh, rifles. Misrallied a little bit.
Is that Remo right there?
Remo would never ever play human. Or do you think that lost guy? You think?
No, I meant like he's not been doing much today. I'm just kidding, Remo.
Oh my god, this is a lot of wisps. This is a lot of wisps. Only using one for the detonate, little distraction. Kevin still has to hold on. He's trying to go with an AP. He's getting improved bows and more archers. Is that enough though?
Yeah, losing all these archers in center was actually really bad. So even though he was getting some good entangles and sniped the priest as well, there is no staff of preservation.
It's locked in! Exactly! The Naga is just toast!
And dies with actually quite a bit of mana.
Oh no. Archers are falling as well. The police are arresting the ladies. Is that Kevin's last stand here at the Arcadia World Series? He's trying to snipe as many units as possible. Naga will be back in a bit, but will he even survive until then?
Damn, Keeper, he's still got mana to work with, but there's barely any units. They're first world problems. Like, what do we entangle? Everything's already dead.
Oh man, the hometown hero inches away from probably one of the biggest tournaments in his entire career in his hometown.
Oh, AP finished. That's going to be really hard to kill because he can repair. I think Kevin's got this here. If he stays solid, Leon really out of mana. He has only Brilliance level 1, second AP on the way.
Are you kidding me? He's going into hunts?
Well, there's not many rifles.
True. But there's water elementals that he has to use Wisp at some point, I
guess. That's
guess.
Remo.
Lost in the woods, just counting trees.
You know, in StarCraft a long time ago, we had a series where, like, I think there was a Zerg, Mondragon. He was spamming mass roaches, and he was killing everything the Protoss was making. He tried to go Void Race, he tried to go, like, Stalkers, Storm. Roaches were countering everything, and then somebody made the charts. The units that counter what? And he made every Protoss unit, and next to it was the roach. And I think here it's the same. It's like every human unit is countered by Archer.
Right on, right on. Except for these with Defend, I guess. But then there's Naga and Keeper, and of course they fall to Entangle. This is a tower push. Leon's trying it again. Once again, this series on a knife's edge. Winner most likely moves on as the winner of the group. Mountain King has an Invo Potion, can dive a little deeper, gets extra damage from this bash, of course. And it's 2 more Archers falling, and level 3 MK unlocked.
Yeah, Leon, that was really smart actually here to go for the main base, because a lot of the Moonwells, they are not even there. And 2 towers on the way. Is he doing this?
I think so. He realized against this AP at the expansion I can't do anything.
Level
but
4.
Tidehunters, this really small map, I can just shift to the main base and that's not really protected.
Oh my god.
All the defense going towards the Expo. Keeper is still getting, oh, that healing. Oh, I was about to say that Priest needs a raise, but not yet. This is a heavy tug of war between the two. Both wanted so much.
Keeper can staff there, but he's in a world of trouble. Naga's super low. 1 Stormbolt would do it at this point. Kevin might just be out of this.
AP is, okay, AP is making it over. Archer's on tier 2, man. How is that supposed to work? I guess not the best strategy. Maybe he felt too much pressure due to Leon's build. And now he's hanging by a thread. Rocket Bean, send your energy. Your hero needs it.
How does Kevin hold here? I honestly don't know. There's so many priests now as well. Rifles are doing a ton of damage here with the +1. It's a lot of them. He still has invuln as well, so you can't even go desperate target on the mountain. That Naga is playing with fire.
Yeah. He has to rely on the power of the Keeper, I guess. Last-ditch effort.
Here we go.
Here we go, indeed. Another Moonwell down. The Concave of Leon is nice. He wants to reposition that Keeper to... Oh, cancels it now. This is odd. Kevin playing a little wonky. We have Mana Shield as a second spell on the Naga. And not Fork Lightning. He's pulling so many wisps. He wants to get rid of all the mana. Can Kevin somehow survive with the double income? It's looking grim. But the hometown boy is marching forward and forward. The peasants are killing archers.
Oh, he's mass detonating the priests.
Yep.
For the trance to actually not be dispellable. But there's still the arcane towers at the back. Leon can just kite here.
I think
he can
so
just keep kiting back.
Yeah, exactly. Go back into the safety of your towers where the Keeper can't do much. And the Treants as well. This might be the next nuke, but the Keeper survives for now. Rifles are taking quite some damage. Archers, of course, cheap to replace and also fast to replace. And maybe Leon, due to all the dispels, is running out of steam.
Yeah, ideally Kevin should target the priests. If he gets rid of them, then Entangle will get rid of the rest of the units. The Keeper getting targeted. Can he Town Portal? Maybe to the Expo. That would be the better choice.
Oh my!
He goes for the main.
Oh no! Does Leon realize he has to?
Oh my god.
He's hugged by all the archers.
Oh, the Archmage is far forward. If he can force a TP, that would be huge.
Leon's so greedy, but he got that shop up. That's amazing. Heal potions on the Mountain King. Feels like he's 1 Stormbolt away from making it and winning this group. Everything is so hurt. Uh-oh, Archmage far forward, but the archer damage doesn't seem to be enough. Level 4.
Keeper had nothing to heal. He's not healing.
Boom!
Oh my god.
And the Naga falls as well. It's 1 out of 2 heroes gone. You're absolutely right. Moon Juice might be empty. And Leon, I guess he got it. 10 supply ahead. Kevin has 0 lumber anymore. He can't even buy the Naga back.
Wait, where's the altar?
Probably gone, eh?
Yeah, he must have lost it. Or is it in the bottom left of his main? I can't see.
I think he lost it, but anyway, it's all down to the Keeper. If there's a savior, it's the Keeper, but he's getting bolted once again. All fire on the first hero, and he gets a bash at an unlucky moment. That's the second hero down. That's probably Kevin out. I mean, what can save him? Only a disconnect, not even that, I guess. Just a miracle. GG. Leon wins the match against Kevin. Probably the group and probably advancing to the World Series tomorrow as the hometown hero.
And I hope that someone is filming him downstairs, because I'm pretty sure there was a pop-off. I said, this is the type of game here in qualification that will, you know, make all of your practice worth it, and that will make you the happiest. And I'm sure he's a happy chappy down there.
Oh man, Kevin probably disappointed. He got his crew to back him up. Maybe a cheeky beer left and right will dry the tears. But for the crowd here tomorrow and maybe even Sunday, this is quite amazing. The Hamburger Jung will perform on stage against the best in the world. And it feels like this is making up a little bit of him not making the playoffs at Meisterschaft. I feel like he was pretty disappointed about that after a great start. But now he does it with a very, very grindy day and a great performance. I think throughout the series also the better and more stable player.
Yeah, it was weird to see Kevin make some of the mistakes that he made. I think in the last game he played pretty good given all things, like everything that was happening. I'm not sure about this Archer choice. It's really like, it can come down to one mistake. I think this engagement in center where you use the Scroll of the Beast. If you get a Scroll of the Beast and you're going Mass Archer, wait until you have like, 15, 20 of them. Don't use it when you have 4 archers. Like, this is just the most, like the biggest waste. He was just really, really bad. So a bit surprised to see him make these mistakes. Not sure exactly why that happened. But yeah, Leon, super solid, consistent, and he's going to get a shot at some big names tomorrow.
Right on. This is going to be quite cool. We have more games as this group stage is still not finished. We might have decided this group. There's, of course, still a chance if Leon has 2 slips in the next 2 matches and Kevin just wins everything from here on out. There might be a scenario where Kevin can still advance, but so unlikely.
Not every tournament is the Meisterschaft.
Exactly. I just wanted to point it out. And we have 3 more. So we want to see more games. And of course, we want to hear what the couch has to say about this.